Hi, welcome back to Ask Ellen. Real questions, real talk, real change. Today we're going over our results from January 2026. I had a video at the end of the year that said letting go of 2025. And in that video, I discussed how we should journal, maybe make intentions for the next year, and go over those results at a later time. Every month I plan on doing a wrap-up video, but I'd like it to be a live stream. This month, unfortunately, for January, it didn't work. I tried, YouTube made me wait for 24 hours, so that day was off, and then I tried again and my webcam just died. So, because I really don't know what the heck I'm doing, I'm going to give myself another month to try to figure this out so that the end of next month, the end of February, the last Sunday on February, I'll do a live stream and we'll go over the results for February. But for this video, I'll be talking about my results for January 2026. And if you'd like, add some comments. Tell me what you went through in January. I'd really love to find out. So first, if you saw my video about letting go of 2025, I showed you my journal. Well, about 2 days after I showed you this journal, I found a different journal, one I liked better. And it's this one. It's so pretty. I don't know if the light can show, but there's some gold embossing on it, and it's really, really pretty. It's a beautiful little, let's see if I can show that a little better. It's just so pretty, and it makes me happy every time I open it. So, as I told you before, I wrote, welcome January 2026. And then I put down my tasks. I called them tasks instead of anything else because I can handle a task. A task is a small thing that we've added into our lives or our days, and everybody can do a task. So I'm programming my mind in a different way so that I can do the things that I want to do for the month. So my tasks that I chose, the first one was use my weights 2 times a week. 2, no alcohol. 3, stand 1 hour a day during work. 4, be low carb. And 5, to do weekly videos and post them on YouTube. As the days went on, I wrote in my journal what I ate during the day, how my energy level was, how my sleep was. And if I did my chore or my task, I made a little star in the corner. That star's for me. When I see those stars, I know I've accomplished a chore or a task. I know I did a good job. It's not about perfection. It's just about consistency. So seeing those stars on a regular basis makes me feel proud of myself, helps me to move forward, and it helps me to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm going to go over some of the other things that I did during the month, kind of break it down a little bit so that you can see if maybe you did some of the similar things, how it worked out for you. So I'm going to back up just a little bit. In December, I knew I was going to start this whole journaling process and weight loss journey and getting fit journey with you, and I knew I'd be starting on January 5th. So in order for me to get ready for that, I decided in December that I was going to start HRT, which is a hormone replacement therapy. I did it mostly because my sleep was crap. I would go nights not getting good sleep, and over time it really, really adds up. You start feeling irritable, you just don't feel like yourself. And yeah, there were other things that were going along hormonally, but the sleep was the most important part. And I knew that if I didn't get my sleep in check, all the hard work that I was going to be doing with diet and exercise and things like that, it just wasn't going to work. Sleep is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. So I started a hormone replacement therapy. I am actually going through Inner Balance, and they have a product that's called Oestra. I think that's how they pronounce it. I will put a link in the description. It is a referral thing, so yes, I do get a little bit of a kickback on that, but then you also get a discount as well. So use it if you'd like, or don't. I just wanted to let you know on that. I think the product is working really well. I love the support from the people that I've talked to. There are nurses and doctors that you can talk to, and the product is working. I feel more energy. I feel more like me. Every day it's a little bit better, but my sleep has definitely improved. And I'm sure that's part of the reason why I'm getting the results that I'm getting right now. So that's a good thing. The next thing that I want to talk about is weights and lifting weights. You should be lifting weights, especially if you get into your 50s, but really start younger if you can. Get in the habit of doing it. Build the muscle. Muscle burns fat. And if you want to lose weight, you need to lift weights. If you're a woman watching this and you're thinking you're gonna get all bulky like a guy, you won't. Unless you're at the gym all the time, lifting huge weights and programming yourself to have that kind of weightlifting body. If you're just at home lifting your normal weights or using a home gym, you will never get to that bulky thing. So stop using that as an excuse. It's not going to happen. But it is important to start doing it. It's good for your overall health. It's good for your overall strength, but it also helps with burning fat so that you can lose the weight if that's what you're trying to do. My goal for January was to use my weights that are downstairs. I have a little home gym that I got from Temu. It's not anything fancy, but it works. And I do my weight, and I made sure that I did it 2 times a week. Sometimes I did it 3, sometimes I did it 4, but I always made sure that I did it 2 times a week. Then that way it was something more consistent. Again, I'm not looking for perfection from me. And I set my task as 2 times a week so that I would hit it, so that I can start building this habit of using my weights. I go downstairs, I have a little routine. A lot of what I've watched on YouTube or from different people, you want to be doing like the push and pull, or the 2 opposite things. So if you're doing something that you're pushing, you want to then do something where you're pulling. If you're pushing up, you want to make sure you're pulling down. If you're working your triceps, then you want to work your biceps. I'm not a gym person. I'm not a physical trainer, so I really don't know the terminologies. So that's what I do. I just make sure that if I'm going one way, I also go the other way. And I do this purposely because I want to build muscle. Now with my weight machine, because like I said, it's not the best, but it works for what I need, my upper body gets worked out really well. The lower body, not so much. So I do squats with weights for my lower body because I just don't, the home gym just doesn't work the same way for me. But I plan on continuing February to do 2 times a week. And then this way, hopefully I'll be building that consistency and that habit that I need so that I can stay with it long term. Another one of my tasks was to stand at least 1 hour a day when I was working. And the thing is, I sit at a desk a lot during the day. I have a desk job. And because of that, it's one of those, I always go back to physics, which I was not very good at school. But the one thing I remember from physics is that an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion. And yeah, I do find that when I stand, I want to stand a little bit more, or stand more often, or go for a walk around the office, or keep that up. When I'm sitting down, I'm almost like a couch potato, but I'm like a desk potato. So it's actually been really good to make myself stand for at least an hour, or at least put that as my task. I'm able to then encourage myself to stand a little bit longer. And I find that I'm standing about 2 or 3 hours a day while I'm at work. That's really making me feel better. It's making me feel less like a desk potato and more like someone that's a little bit more active. Am I super active? No, not yet, but I'm getting there. Every day, just one little step forward is going to be the thing that helps me. And hopefully you'll take a little of that from what I'm doing and maybe incorporate it in your life so that you can continue with your journey as well. So another one of my tasks for January 2026 was to be low carb. And I am very low carb. I probably get about 10 grams of carbs, if that, a day. I'm primarily, I would say, a carnivore and doing more of a carnivore diet. However, I don't really put a label on it other than the fact that, yeah, I eat meat products. But I also have my coffee because I enjoy it. I have a cup of tea. Coffee and tea are not, they're not carnivore. I use a sweetened, not sweetened with sugar, but a sweetened electrolyte packet in my water so that I can get my sodium, magnesium, and things like that. But the reason why I chose to do that is that I used to have like inflammatory BS stuff, IBS, if you will. I was actually diagnosed with Crohn's disease many years ago, 1999. And when I am low carb, my body feels better. When I'm low carb, I don't have any bowel issues. When I'm low carb, when I get my colonoscopies done, my doctor says, there's nothing in here, we're good. They don't even have to take biopsies. So for me, I feel like being low carb is the best thing that I can do for my body. Do I stick with it all the time? No, I'm human. I've been really good for a long time and then I revert back. So right now I'm in the, let's get back to the good habits and eating better for me. And that's why I chose to do the diet that I do. As you saw in my bullet, I lost 11 pounds in January, from January 5th until right now, and I'm recording this on the 29th, I've lost 11 pounds. And a lot of people would say, okay, that's just water weight, and they'll say, sure, if you cut out so many things, you're bound to lose weight. Absolutely. And I'm not saying that I've done any kind of wonder trick here. It's just what I chose to do. You do you, I'll do me. I'll show you what's working for me, but you don't have to do the things that I do, and you don't have to do it the way that I do. But it might give you a different idea in case you've tried other things and you want to try something else. Maybe other things aren't working for you and you want to try something else. I encourage you to try it. Some good reference, or a good reference for you to look into if you are thinking about changing your diet like that, is to look up Dr. Ken Berry, Berry. He is amazing. He's straight to the point, and he talks about a proper human diet, which is mostly extremely low carb. However, he does talk about adding some veg here and there, and that it's okay if you do the right ones. But he's no nonsense. He tells you like it is. He's not selling anything. I think he's great, and he's valuable. He has valuable information if you want to look into possibly trying a carnivore diet. We'll see how it goes. it doesn't bother me at all. I've done this before, so it's just one of those things that it's like riding a bike. I hop back on and it's like, yep, let's do this thing. And honestly, I know I always feel better when I do it. So that's why I do it. Moving on to February 2026. In my journal, I'm going to first write when I get to the page. I have my own little OCDs, right? But in my journal, when I get to the fresh page after I've finished the month, I will say, thank you, January 2026. I'll give my thanks. Thanks for all the good things that happened. Thanks for the things that I may have learned. Just thanks all around because it was a good month. Although anybody who had to shovel the past week would not agree on that part, but well, what are you gonna do? I won't give thanks for the snow actually because I'm not really a fan. However, that's neither here nor there. Okay, let's move on, Ellen. So what are, oh, sorry. I'll also, welcome February 2026, I should say, but I'll put that in my book. And then I'll also put my tasks for the month. So my first task will be use my weights 2 times a week. Yes, it's the same exact task that I had in January. I'm trying to build a habit. 1 month does not a habit make. So I need to remind myself and keep myself motivated to do the weights 2 times a week. I'm excited about this because I already know that there have been so many weeks that I did more than 2 times a week, so that this just gives me encouragement to continue on to the next month. My second task is stand 1 hour a day at work. Hey, this sounds very repetitive. It certainly is. And that's how you build consistency. That's how you build a habit. That's how you go from never doing it to always doing it. There'll be a day that I don't write this as a task. And when will that be? I don't know. But I'll know when it happens. But until then, it's going to be a task because I want to encourage myself to continue doing it. Okay, number 3. I wrote down low carb again, but I don't know if you can see. I added a little star next to low carb, and that's because I'm giving myself a grace, a 2-day grace for February 14th and February 15th. Can I do that? Sure, why not? It's my rules, it's my task list, it's what I want to do. I'm a grown adult. If I want to change what I'm doing, I can. However, I'm doing this strategically, and I'm also doing this in a smart way because I'm letting myself know the only days where I think that I can relax. And the only reason why I'm doing that is for Valentine's Day weekend. Oh yes, it's a weekend, but I'll be celebrating. I may not be as strict with my eating, but I'm going to say it's okay. I'm going to allow myself to have what I want. And then on Monday, boom, right back to normal. Number 4, weekly videos posted on YouTube. I don't really have to put this down as a task because I already know it's something that I want to do, but it definitely, in the middle of the week, when I see that on my list, I say, ooh, did I do that yet? Did I record? Did I edit yet? It just helps. It's a little thing right there saying, hello, Ellen, don't forget. Number 5 is no alcohol. Again, just like January. However, just like number 3 of that's low carb, I have a little star because I know on the 14th and the 15th, I'll allow myself to have a cocktail or 2. It's my way of celebrating. That's what I want to do. And can I do it? Sure. Again, they're my rules. And the 6th thing is a new task that I'm adding into my list of tasks. And why am I adding it? Because I feel pretty confident about the other ones. And now I'm ready to add something else. So now I'm adding walk 30 minutes after dinner at least 4 times a week. Sure, I'll probably do it every night, but every now and then I might be out with a friend or out shopping or doing something, and I don't want to feel pressure to do it every single day. But 4 days a week, I can always get in. Walking after dinner is a great way to keep your body moving, to keep your metabolism moving. So that's why I'm incorporating it into my task for the month of February. Okay, so there are my tasks for February. At the end of the month, like I said, and I don't even know what the date is. I probably should have figured that out. But at the end of the month, on Sunday in February at 11 a.m., I'm going to do a live stream. I should be prepared by then. I should know what happened and the problems. So what will happen now is I will do the live stream, but hopefully then you'll be watching and you'll tell me what you're doing on your journey and how it's going. How much weight have you lost? What have been your struggles? This is a safe place and we'll all be able to talk and help each other through this. This is going to be the best year for everyone. I can sense it. I can feel it, and I'm really excited about it. So 11 pounds down, more energy, sleeping better. I'm feeling good. I'm not at all at my goal weight. I think I need to lose another 30 pounds, but I'm getting there. It's not going to happen overnight. In fact, I don't even know if I can do it in the year. But every step forward is a step forward, and it's all for my benefit. What do you plan on doing for February? Join me at the end of this month. I'll see you again.